All right, this is Linda Maddox at the Illinois Veterans Home in Quincy. It is June 8th, and I am here to interview Gerald Anderson. Mr. Anderson, thank you very much for agreeing to be interviewed. And just a couple of background questions. Where were you born?
Huntsville, Illinois, out in the country on a farm.
Okay, when's your birthday?
February 9th, 36.
February 9th of 36, okay. And have you lived in Illinois all your life?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Well, yes.
Except for when you weren't here, right?
Right.
Okay, and were you drafted or did you enlist in the service?
Drafts.
Drafted? And what branch of service?
Volunteered for the draft.
You volunteered for the draft, okay. So is that like you knew your number was going to come up?
It was coming up the next call, I guess.
Okay. What branch of service were you in?
Army.
Army? Okay. And did you serve during wartime?
No, just they had just quit shooting at one another about 6 months before I went over there.
And where was that?
Korea.
Korea? Okay. So you volunteered for the draft,
Yeah.
and you went into the Army. Then did you have basic training here somewhere?
Yeah, in Arkansas.
In Arkansas? Do you remember what base that was? Or camp?
Oh, mercy. Can't call it that off the top of my head.
Okay, that's okay. Maybe it'll come to you later. Okay. Do you remember how long basic training lasted?
Yeah, I think it was about 10 or 12 weeks.
10 or 12 weeks. And from there, where did you go? Did you go directly to Korea?
Fort Belvoir, Virginia.
Okay, and what did you do there?
Well, I went out there for dozer operator school, but they was in there. That was a 10-week course, and they was in their second week, and it was too late for me to get into that class, so I had to lay over, and then they wouldn't let me lay over to get in the next one, so they put me in heat and ventilation specialist school.
Oh, really?
Sent me to Korea, no heat, and plenty of ventilation. Slept in if we slept in a 6-man quad tent.
Wow. So you had tents. You didn't have actual buildings that you slept in over there.
Oh no.
Yeah. What part of Korea were you in?
Well, it's shipped into Seoul.
Okay.
It was in the 439th Engineers there. And was there a period of time, I don't remember how long. Went down to Busan from there.
Okay.
Back up to Seoul.
Now you said you arrived there after the shooting ended.
Yeah, just shortly after, and what the exact dates was, I
Right.
don't remember.
So were you there to rebuild, or what was
Yeah,
what was your
bridges
reason?
and
Okay.
all dozers and what have you up to 38th parallel.
Okay.
Rebuild bridges in the Han River.
So did your heating and ventilation training come in handy at all there?
It kept us from freezing to death in the wintertime, that's about it, but our stove heating element was about the size of a 5-gallon drum bucket, one on each end of the tent, diesel. Slept, a lot of times slept ready-made, what we call ready-made, dressed, ready to go,
Really?
in their sleeping bag.
So what was how did the Koreans accept you? Did they welcome you? Did you see them at all?
Oh yeah, we seen them. I never had any trouble with any of them.
Okay.
Had young boys, call them a housekeeper. They'd straighten up the tents or whatever needed to be done, or shine your rifle if needed. And it was just odd jobs that we give him a little spending money, Korean money.
Okay. Now, how long were you there?
16, I guess 16 a month, 16 or 16 and a half, I don't know.
And you moved. You said you moved. You went down to Busan and
Busan, then back up to Seoul,
Okay.
shipped back out of Seoul where shipped in.
Okay. Were you busy most of the time, or did you have time for entertainment or relaxation?
Oh, we was busy one way or another. If you wasn't working and moving something around, always on guard duty.
Were you at a base, or were you?
Yeah, well, 2 to 3, they were like 38 combat engineers.
Uh-huh.
Shipped out of the 76 engineers back up at Seoul.
Mm-hmm.
Been too long ago to remember all the details.
Right, I'm sure. You mentioned that you would pay the houseboy. Did you receive American dollars, or was it a
Yeah,
U.S.
that's
one?
what they wanted.
Is that what they wanted?
Oh yeah.
Did it go farther for them than?
Yeah, I smoked back then, and we get what, a carton of cigarettes a month, or every week or 2 weeks or something. I don't know. And Philip Morris, I believe it was, come out with a pack of flip-top box.
Uh-huh.
Well, me and another guy didn't like them. We'd take them down to the village, which wasn't too far away, and slip down there, and they'd give you $5, $10 for that carton of cigarettes.
Really?
In American money.
Huh.
Where they got their American money, I don't have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted the money worse than anything. I sent all my money home.
Did you? So, were you sending it back to family then?
My wife,
Uh-huh.
married at 17.
Wow. So, how did you communicate with your wife? Was it mostly letters, or did
Letter.
you get? Yeah. Did you get? Were you able to make phone calls?
Well, you could, but I didn't have one.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. About 7,000 miles or something, just across there. But there's some fellas. I had a cousin from up there by Camden, Illinois, was there at the same time I was.
Really?
He called back a couple times, I think.
Huh. So was it easy to get letters to you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Seems that they'd have mail call there once in a while someplace.
Mm-hmm. So when you moved from Seoul down to Busan, did your mail keep up with you then?
Yeah, it did
So
that.
no trouble there. That's
No.
good.
We went by train
Really?
with equipment. It's I don't know, miles wide. I don't know how far it was.
Mm-hmm. Did you have pretty good equipment to work with?
Oh yeah. And it's like out here in Quincy at the armory. They got trucks sitting out there just like what we had over there in Korea.
Really?
5 tons they called them.
Hmm.
Canvas top.
So you mentioned you were married at 17. Did you get married before you enlisted?
Married 26th of December, 53. I went in May in 53.
Okay.
Had she still be living, we would have been married 56 years.
Wow. So when you got out of the service, did you come straight home, or did you have to go somewhere else first to another base?
Flew in from San Francisco is where we docked at.
Mm-hmm.
Flew to Chicago. And my wife and my brother-in-law and sister picked me up there. We mustered out at Chicago to Sheridan or Sherman, what is that up there, Chicago? Seemed to me like something like that.
Yeah. During the time that you were in the service, did you get to come home on leave or anything, or were
No.
you there the entire time?
I got some leave time, but I didn't take it. I said, when I leave this rock, I ain't coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them did. They went to Japan or somewhere
Oh, really?
for 10 or 12 days or something. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't go.
Did you receive any medals or service
No.
ribbons or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. Did you make any friends while you were there that you've kept up with?
Oh, yeah. There's a fellow from over here at the old West Springfield. What's another little town over in there? Can't think now. He worked at the packing plant over there. Can't even think they're out that runs through there now. In fact, when I got coming out of there, Yeah, my sister and brother-in-law lived in Champaign. He was in the service. He was a career man.
Okay.
We left there, and my wife had the car over there that we bought off her dad. Stopped in there, and he was just getting off lunch for dinner. I can picture him, but I can't tell you his name.
That's okay.
And he just luckily happened to be parked fairly close where his car or pickup or whatever it was sitting. Because he come home about 2-3 months before I did.
Oh, okay.
So what was his name? Anyway, I hollered at him. He like to fell over and he seen me sitting there.
Oh, I'm sure he did. So when you got out of the service, what did you do then? Did you go back to school? Did you just start working?
Went to work on the farm.
Did you?
Yeah, the wife and I up by Avon, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
A fellow by the name of Ruff, R-U-F-F.
Huh.
He and his dad and his 2 brothers all farmed up there. Worked for him about 2 years. He was going to buy a elevator out up north there someplace. Wanted us to move. We didn't want to move with him up there, so we quit and went to work for a fellow down by Bushnell. Worked for him a couple of years, and then I went to work at Mormon's in Quincy.
Okay.
Was there 11.5 years. And then I went to work for Kirkpatrick. That's when I started my. Well, even when I was there, I was just hauling livestock and grain, what have you, on the side.
So did any of the training you got in the service help you in any of this?
Oh yeah.
Did it?
The trucking end of it. That's basically all I've ever done, actually, besides farm work. And on the farm we had trucks, you know, but sure I worked for hauled feed for 14.5 years. Kirkpatrick had 3 other warehouses up in Iowa we hauled to. Then I quit there and went to work for Dot Food over Mount Sterling for 23 years. That's where I retired from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a long time to be somewhere.
Good people. Very good people. Dorothy, you know what the DOT stands for?
No, I don't.
Dorothy.
Really?
That's Mrs. Tracy.
I didn't know that.
And RT, we call him, Robert, he's been gone for 2 years now. But Dorothy's the mother of 10 kids.
Wow.
Yep, she's a wonderful lady.
So the guys that you served with, do you ever have reunions and see any of them?
No, never have, no.
I know some units have reunions and.
Probably would if there'd been more of them, but no, we didn't.
Were you with the same guys most of the time?
Well, no, not really, no. No.
Okay. You may not remember, how was the food that you got over there?
Well, did you ever eat any sea rations? No,
I've seen them, but I've never eaten any.
Sea rations and anything like that. Basically, it wasn't too bad. You can see I didn't starve to death.
But wasn't gourmet cooking either, huh?
No.
Not home cooking either.
No.
Well, can you think of anything else you'd like to tell me about it?
No, I can't think right off the top of my head.
Well, I do want to thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I've enjoyed it.
Okay.
You remembered more than you thought you would.
Yes, I wish I could remember that where I took my basic in Arkansas, but I can't.
You'll remember it after we're done.
Yeah, probably.